All right, today we're going to be unboxing the Arsenal SAM7SF. So this is an AK platform manufactured in Bulgaria and imported into the US. So there's a few different models of this. They're going to kind of come with different accessories and whatnot. All right, so this particular model is going to come with 3 magazines out of the box. You're going to get one Arsenal branded 5-round magazine with a stamped steel base plate and black follower. This one's also going to come with 2 Circle 10 magazines. You can see the brand right there with stamped base plates as well as black followers. And these ones are standard capacity. They're kind of your waffle design. Also over here in the bag, you're going to get an OD green sling like this. A cleaning rod. So as you can see here, it says not to install the cleaning rod onto the rifle itself. You also get a little Arsenal branded oil reservoir, as well as this steel cleaning brush holder. So this is going to hold a couple extensions, a brush, and a patch tool. And here is the manual. It's a pretty simple manual. It's got actual photographs in it. Going to have your specs at the beginning. However, inside of the manual there is no parts or exploded view of the rifle itself. You also get a coupon code for Arsenal branded clothing. So let's get all this stuff out of the way and then we'll start going over the features of the Arsenal SAM7SF. Alright, got everything out of the way. As you can tell right away, this particular model does have a folding stock. So as always, we'll start off with some close-up shots. And we'll start up near the barrel first. So the barrel here is going to be a 16.3-inch cold hammer forged barrel, and Arsenal does state that they use Steyr manufacturing machines when constructing these barrels. And through some research online and just trying to look at what everyone else says, I was trying to find some information on the coating that they put on the barrel. So it seems as though these barrels are Parkerized first, and then they are painted with this black kind of Teflon paint. Not really sure what type of paint it is, but there are some complaints of the paint online. The barrel is also going to be chrome lined. At the muzzle end, it's going to be threaded 24 by 2.5 millimeter right hand threads, and it does come with this muzzle brake. Also on the bottom are going to be some bayonet lugs for attaching a bayonet on the bottom side. It's going to be 1 and 9.45-inch right hand grooves. Moving over to the handguard or forend. So this is going to be a polymer rib style forend. So it does have a nice contour on the bottom here for gripping, and these horizontal lines for gripping as well. These are very easily replaced if this isn't a style that you like. Moving over to the sights. So these are going to be your standard AK sights. Here's your rear leaf sight. These are adjustable, both of them. The rear is adjustable via this little push button here, and you move this slider and it goes on this ramp, extending your range. The front one is adjustable for height as well. This piece in the middle of the hoods there is going to be threaded. It's also going to feature 2 sling attachment points, so you can utilize the sling that is in the box. So there's going to be one up front here, as well as one on the receiver end right there. So onto the receiver. This is going to be a very special process, I guess, when it comes to AK receivers, as far as how this receiver is manufactured. They manufacture it using a hot die hammer forged process, where this is very similar to how ARs are done in a forging, and then it's milled down from there. And they state that it is 5.5 hours of milling prior to assembly and finishing. I'm not really sure what the finish is here, but it's very similar to the finish that's on the barrel, so I'm going to assume maybe a Teflon paint or just a black paint. And then it's also going to come with a polymer grip. Moving on to the dust cover. So the dust cover, I'm going to assume, is stamped steel. It looks to be like that, and it also feels to be stamped steel. It also features that same kind of black rough coating. And in the back is going to be your dust cover removal button. Not really sure on the particular of what those are called. If you do know, just correct me in the comments. Next, we'll go over the controls. So as you can see on that other side where I was showing you the grip, This is an ambidextrous safety selector, which is pretty nice for an AK. So I'll show you here. I'm going to manipulate the other side, show you what that does. It does move that down as well as up. Here's going to be your charging handle right there. And this is going to be your detent for your folding stock. I'll show you how that works. So you can see that captures it right there. You push forward on this and your stock will release like that. The trigger that comes on this particular model is going to be the FIME Group Enhanced Fire Control Group. It's got a bunch of features that remove the dislikes of standard AK triggers, such as shorter travel. You don't get that trigger slap that you get a lot with AKs. And it's a completely designed trigger shoe too. Very flat face towards the top and a small hook on the bottom. It's going to have your standard AK mag release. And moving on back to the stock. Like I said, it's a folding stock. It's going to be constructed of aluminum, and it is of a tube design, and towards the back it's going to be a rubber butt pad. So you can see here, this is dented in, I guess. This is by design, so that when it is folded, it does not come in contact with anything on the receiver. And lastly, the bolt. This is something, I guess, that I noticed right away that I didn't like. But maybe if you have one of these, I've never shot one, and so maybe I'm wrong in my opinion of this, but the finish on the bolt is the same finish that you see on the receiver, the dust cover, the barrel, everything. And it's not a very slick finish, it's kind of a rough finish. And so I could see that being a negative in regards to cleaning, as well as keeping it oiled, carbon buildup and whatnot. And that extends all the way into the rear portion of the piston, but obviously you can see the piston is chrome plated there. Just something I noticed. However, the bolt is constructed of the same hot die hammer forge process that the receiver is constructed in. And the front of the bolt, it's kind of hard for me to show you on camera, but the front of the bolt is going to have what seems like chrome plated or steel extractor and internals right there. You can sort of see that. If you guys have any questions on the Arsenal SAM7SF, drop a comment down below and I'll do my best to get back with you. Thank y'all for watching.